Robinson earlier this afternoon showing up at Staples Center. The defending two-time gold medalist in BMX Big Air. Ready to three-peat tonight. He's got some of the biggest tricks in BMX and a couple of new ones. Dennis, what is it going to take for Kevin to three-peat here tonight?
Kevin just needs to be Kevin. He's quickly established himself as the man to beat in Big Air. He's very comfortable in this setup. A lot of guys just go the whole year without doing it until they get here, but Kevin finds a way to stay dialed. And, if he pulls the run that he did last year, he can do that early on, and if somebody is ahead of him, he gets the advantage of going last. He'll step it up and do his best at the top of it. Right here, those are the guy that might be stepping it up and putting some pressure on Kevin. Chad Kagi. The showdown never happened last year, but Chad is no stranger to this kind of setup. He blew minds on Boom Boom when he did the first ever double tail whip backflip over a mega gap. And showdown didn't happen last year, but guess what? It's on this year.
It's on for sure. Good friends and riding partners, Kevin Robinson, Chad Kagi, ready to throw it down here at BMX Big Air. Come back and check it out.
No doubt we will. So now you know who to watch for, but if you're at all like me, you're probably at least a little bit curious what it would feel like to ride down that ramp, fly over the gap, whether it was the 51-footer or the 70. Having little faith in my ability to do so, we actually turned to some of the men of BMX Big Air to help us get a feel for soaring on the Big Air ramp.
Oh man, my heart's pumping when I'm ready to drop in.
I usually think I'm pretty tough, not too scared of too many things, but every time I'm scared of this.
When you're at the top of that rolling, it's high. As you can see from here, it's a long way to the top of the stadium. You can see the rafters up there.
If everything's going good, I pretty much just stop thinking about everything right before I drop in. I just kind of forget about it.
And you hear it go. Course is clear, and you go. All right, that means I'm supposed to go now. That's a long way down. All right, here we go. The hardest thing about Big Air is the quarter pipe.
Quarter pipe's definitely the biggest challenge.
Quarter pipe definitely is the hardest part.
The quarter pipe will kill you.
I never ride quarter pipes. This is the only time I ever ride them.
The biggest quarter pipe I hit all year is 10 feet. This thing's 27.
You just better hope that you pull it, because if you don't, you're probably going to end up in the hospital for the night.
I think it humbles everyone how bad you can get hurt on something that you would do every day.
Oh, man. Z-grab backflip. Alan Cook original.
It feels gnarly and scary, but it actually looks gnarlier and scarier on TV for sure. It's like, you're kind of like, whoa, that was me? I did that? Like going that far or that high? Like, it's pretty crazy.
This is a once-off shebang, the big show. You go off, put all your eggs in one basket, and see what happens.
It feels so good to jump it. I have to tell you, I would get so scared, and then when you jump it, you're like, this is awesome.
As you know, the BMX Big Air ramp, the same one you saw last night at Skateboard Big Air. 3 drop-ins, 2 gaps. The big drop, 62 feet, and they lead to the 70-foot 2-inch gap. The whole structure is 95 feet tall to the top of the ramp, and the entire length from the drop-in to the quarter pipe coping, 293 feet. Well, coming up, we are less than 5 minutes away from BMX Big Air competition. Will we see a three-peat from K-Rob? We've got live event coverage coming up for you right after the break. Stay right here.